is 13 WMAZ Eyewitness News at 5.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Frank Beloy. Lori Johnson has the night off. Macon-Bibb County Animal Welfare Shelter says Central Georgia has a major stray problem. The shelter took in 47 stray animals on Thursday alone. The strays came from all over. The shelter says some of the animals were brought in by people who found them on the street. Others were surrendered by owners who said they simply could not keep them. Now the adoption section of the shelter is full with over 100 animals. The strays that were dropped off on Thursday will have to wait for an open space for a chance to get adopted.
When we say that the shelter is full, a lot of times what that means is the adoption center is full. And if animals aren't moving out of the adoption center, it doesn't allow for animals on the stray side to come over and have their opportunity at adoption.
If you'd like to contact the Macon-Bibb County Animal Welfare Shelter to inquire about adopting, you can call them at 478-751-7400. Again, that's 478-751-7400. Chief Meteorologist Ben Jones says the heat index is high today and we could see triple digits tomorrow. Maybe even today. And that means more people are at risk for heat-related illness. On Forest Hill Road in Macon, we found a group of construction workers making sure that dehydration won't stop them from getting their jobs done, along with water and Gatorade that are equipped with vests and headbands to help lower body temperatures. Antonio Jenkins says his crew is prepared for the hot temperatures at this time of year.
It's going to be very hot, and I try to talk to the guy, let him know it's going to be another hot day. So make sure you got whatever you need for your hydration today.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the best ways to avoid a heat-related illness are to drink more non-alcoholic fluids, stay indoors if possible, and wear lightweight, light-colored clothing.
Yeah, it is bearing down on us out there right now, and it will be again tomorrow as well. And of course, now that the humidity is getting back into the picture, the heat index is a factor again. Let me show you this. It's a nice day, though, when you just look outside the camera here from the air-conditioned room. 95. Look at the dew point going up, 66. So we're starting to climb with the humidity, so it feels like 98. We'll be looking at mid-70s by tomorrow morning, but before that, maybe an isolated shower storm. The models are not showing a whole lot. Most of it's in South Carolina. But we're going to try again tomorrow after another triple-digit day with heat index numbers that could be anywhere from 100 to 110. An afternoon rain chance both days this weekend, so just know that as you go into the weekend. Look at these numbers now. We have mainly upper 90s in many spots, and of course now that the dew points have gone up a touch in a couple of places, it has inflated some of the heat index numbers. All of a sudden we're getting back into the 107 in Butler, 103 in Warner Robins. We knew this was going to come, though. Here's Doppler Max HD just to show you. Everything's pretty quiet now until you're going off into South Carolina. We'll show you the models for tonight and the weekend. That's on the way.
I would need that rain. Thank you, Ben. Well, it may still be summer, but many school districts are already preparing for the next school year and searching for teachers. Between them, Bibb and Houston counties have more than 120 teaching positions that need to be filled by August 1st. Many of those positions are in critical need areas like science, special ed, and the arts. Bibb Schools Assistant Superintendent Paige Busby says they have to fill positions every summer for several reasons, including replacing teachers who retire. But she says finding new teachers now is harder than ever.
That trend started several years ago, so each year now the colleges of higher institutions are putting out less graduates, so we're seeing less teachers coming to recruitment fairs, coming to job fairs, so it's just a shallower pool.
The University of Georgia says last year they graduated about 515 students with teaching certifications, about 140 less than 5 years before. A former obstacle course racer and Spartan-style athlete's been cleared for a lung transplant, and people in Macon are coming together to help. Kendra Aderhold, who has cystic fibrosis, began intense exercise training at the Compound Gym in downtown Macon nearly a year ago. She became sick shortly after she joined the gym and was reduced to 30 minutes of rehab a day. Aderhold was recently added to the statewide lung transplant list, but that could mean a wait of months or even years.
It's sad, if you think about it, that I'm waiting for someone else to lose their life for me to get the life that I've always wanted. But someone who lost their life will live inside me. They'll live in me and I'll breathe for them.
The compound where Aderhold used to train is holding a fundraiser this Sunday at 10 a.m. to help pay for that lung transplant. You can enter an obstacle course race for $10. They will also accept donations. You can hear more of Kendra Aderhold's story tonight on Eyewitness News at 6. A group of disabled children had a little bit of fun on the water today thanks to an Atlanta area nonprofit. Blaze focuses on adaptive sports for people with disabilities. Today they were out at Lake Tobesofkee for their youth water sports camp. Kids had a chance to ride wave runners or paddle around in kayaks. One even got to ride in a ski chair. Sarah Thomas with Blaze says it's great to see the wide range of emotions you get from the children.
When they're coming here, they're excited. When they get here, they're terrified up until they try something. And then the moment they try something, it's all screams of laughter and big smiles and just general happiness, and it's awesome to watch.
Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, more on adaptive sports and also on the volunteers who help make this camp work. A Central Georgia woman has a special motivation to make a difference in the lives of children each and every day.
I told my mom at one point that I'd never learn a math fact, get into college or anything like that. So it's really great that I am where I am. So for that, awesome. I'm very thankful.
Amelia, I can shoot your badge.
Amelia Ballard's gone through a lot in her young life, but the woman who grew up in Macon and just graduated from Georgia Southern is using her experiences to help sick children. Tonight at 6, Suzanne Lawler brings you her inspiring story. Still to come here on Eyewitness News at 5, markets fall and Prime Minister David Cameron resigns after the United Kingdom votes to leave the European Union. The effects in London and President Obama's reaction when Eyewitness News at 5 continues. Welcome back. Voters in the United Kingdom made a game-changing choice. After 43 years, Britain is ending its membership in the European Union. Kitty Logan has the latest from London.
Great Britain's stunning decision to leave the European Union surprised millions and forced one of the world's most powerful leaders out of office.
The British people have made a very clear decision to take a different path. And as such, I think the country requires fresh leadership.
Prime Minister David Cameron had staked his reputation on keeping Britain in the EU. Now he plans to leave by October. President Obama spoke with Cameron today and agreed that economic and financial teams will remain in close contact to ensure growth and financial stability.
One thing that will not change is the special relationship that exists between our two nations. That will endure.
Voters who wanted Britain out of the EU believe their leaders will now have more control over immigration, trade and other economic issues.
There is simply no need in the 21st century to be part of a federal system of government based in Brussels that is imitated nowhere else on earth.
But word of the vote sent global financial markets plunging. The British pound fell to its weakest level against the dollar in 30 years.
Et je le regrette profondément.
French President François Hollande said the decision to leave was a painful choice. German Chancellor Angela Merkel called the result a blow to Europe. It could take 2 years or more for Britain to fully separate from the European Union.
Most people in Scotland and Northern Ireland voted to stay in the European Union. There is talk that Scotland may attempt to secede from the UK. And the Northern Irish political party Sinn Féin is calling for reunification with the Republic of Ireland. It's shaping up to be a very warm weekend, Ben, but hopefully some rain.
Yeah, and you can already tell the difference in a couple places where the dew points are back up. The humidity is on the rise. Let me show you these numbers as we go to break. 95 feels like 98. 97 for Warner Robins feels like 103. Yep, things are changing. We hit 100 for the high today, one away from the record. We'll show you the weekend on the models. Future View next.
So a big 100 up on the board today, huh?
Yeah, you know, more pictures coming back in again. Hey, look at the dashboard of my car and everything. These 103s, 104s. It's going to read a little bit hotter in your car.
And it felt warmer today too, because those dew points, as you said.
Humidity coming right back at you again. So there it is. If you just look outside, you can't tell how hot it is. But again, we're sitting at 95 here. Here is a look as we go into tonight. We will have maybe a thunderstorm or two possible. Nothing really popping right now. Chances there, we'll just see what happens, but it's more possible tomorrow and this Sunday. Also possible triple digits again for tomorrow. And again, the afternoon rain chances both days. The pattern will remain that way as far as rain chances go into next week, but I think the temperatures may come down a touch, maybe Mid-90s. Ooh, get the coat, right? So here's a look at the satellite and radar now. And Doppler Max HD shows a cluster of storms just skirting the state line here outside of Augusta, and they curve all the way up toward Wilmington. So this is the kind of thing that this boundary has been putting off over the past few days, is some strong kind of storms. So I show you that to say that whatever we do get maybe over the weekend, there could be a couple of them that are strong to severe. Here's the storm outlook for tonight. It's mainly the 2 area on the scale of 1 to 5 is over here in South Carolina. Anything that we would see would be on the low end, just a garden variety thunderstorm. And if you look at the high-res model, it doesn't show a whole lot, 1 or 2 little specks. Otherwise, it's the big stuff in South Carolina shooting on off toward the ocean there. So this goes into Saturday morning. Let's pick it up as we get on into, there's Friday night again on this model. Now we're going to go forward into Saturday morning. And here we are. Tomorrow afternoon, 2 or 3. We'll see if something lights up. The last model run looked a little more impressive. But we'll see as we get into the afternoon, 7, 8 o'clock. A couple of things could still be going even into 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay, so just know that, of course, a couple of those storms could be strong. But the good news is a couple of those storms could put down a lot of rain, which would be a really great thing. Here we go, Sunday afternoon. We'll see what happens. It's going to be kind of hit or miss. It's looking like so far it kind of wants to fill in later on in the evening into the late night hours on Sunday. We'll see how that goes. Monday, again, we'll start to get into the pattern again as we get on into the afternoon. You can see it here with the long-range models, the GFS and the European models showing Monday with a chance. We get into Tuesday, same thing. See, it calms down at night, and then we flare up during the day again on Wednesday. Then as we start to get into Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and more so into Friday there, the chance is probably just going to be, again, more just kind of this daytime heating thing with things firing up. And boy, do we have plenty of the daytime heating. We're looking at 90s all over the place, 98 in Unadilla and Cordele right now. And when you put those dew points in, let's see how you get these 71s starting to get back in. That changes the picture. So the heat index numbers are above 100 in many, many spots. So this is the kind of stuff we get used to as we go through the next few days. Again, so we'll start in the 70s tomorrow morning, and then we'll bring it on up into the 100-degree range again tomorrow and on Sunday, and a chance of rain at least every day. We're back after this.
Welcome back. I'm joined by Melinda Bryant and Alice, and they came all the way from Wonderland to tell us about a really special organization that they're a part of. Tell us about Princesses with a Purpose.
Well, we are a nonprofit organization based out of Cochran and Milledgeville, and what we do is we take fairy tale characters and we go to hospitals, and we provide toys sometimes, and then we go and do other events that help nonprofit children organizations. We do several fairy tale balls. We do one for Jay's Hope in October. We do another one for Rooms with a Heart in February, and we do a huge one in Savannah for the Children's Hospital there in August. So we provide for a lot of characters for other organizations that help them provide for children.
So these princesses are kept very busy.
Oh, we are.
And you have an event coming up tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, at what was that name again?
First Presbyterian.
At the church, we will be having a tea party with a whole bunch of princesses.
That sounds wonderful. So can we expect to see you there, Alice?
Absolutely. Me and the Mad Hatter will be hosting this tea party.
And tell us when, what time that's going to be at.
It'll be at, I think about 6 p.m.
Okay.
And you guys get to meet with the princesses too.
So this is going to be a very exciting event. Now, do we need to have tickets to come to this tea party?
Yes, the tickets are available on Eventbrite, and you can get them off your website, and it should be up there on your website. So we'll use that to reserve you a ticket. So hopefully if you don't have a ticket, you can still come, but you're sure to have a ticket if you're reserved. So we're hoping that more people will reserve tickets, so we'll have a good count and be able to be prepared for you. We will be at 6 o'clock at First Presbyterian Church there on Mulberry Street in downtown Macon. And we're going to have lots of princess friends. They're going to sing and dance, and there'll be a meet and greet and autograph books if you want to get autographs from the princesses and things. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and we may even have some surprise visitors.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know that you had a very long journey all the way from Wonderland, so we won't take up too much of your time. Remember, space is limited, so if you want to join this very popular tea party, you need to reserve your tickets. And again, that link will be on our website, 13wmaz.com. Thank you both again, and we'll be right back.
And you're welcome.
All right, here we go. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and that means your work week is over, or just about over, and you're probably wondering just what to do this weekend.
And that's why we're standing right here at the big screen with this week's edition of Scene 13. Let's see what's going on.
All right, first up, when you find yourself outside enjoying the warm summer nights, it's only natural to wonder what exactly is above you in the night sky.
And that is why the Museum of Arts and Sciences is here to help. Tonight at 8, the museum will host their Sky Over Macon program at the planetarium.
The event will begin with a general overview of the celestial bodies above us during each season before telling guests where the planets are above them right now.
Ooh, after the Sky Over Macon show, you can head right on over to the observatory to see the real night sky through the museum's telescopes.
Cost for the family-friendly show, just regular museum admission. Observing will be free and it goes until 10 o'clock.
And if you enjoy some exercise on a Saturday morning, yes, we do, then this next event is just for you.
Starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow at the Academy for Classical Education Charter School, that's ACE on New Forsyth Road, the Extra K for the Kids 6K.
All right, now the race is being put on by the Exchange Club of Macon, and proceeds go to the Middle Georgia Community Food Bank's backpack program.
Race costs $20. All participants get a dry fit colored t-shirt.
All right, now the deadline for online registration has passed, but you can still register in person tomorrow morning until 7:45. Again, that's at the ACE Charter School on New Forsyth Road.
Oh, 6K.
How about that? Now, if you haven't realized it by now, this weekend is a great chance to get out. It's going to be hot. You can enjoy at least some beautiful weather and get some exercise.
That's right. If you don't want to run for the kids or walk for Alzheimer's on Saturday, you can head down to Warner Robins and dance for the family.
All right, taking place down at Rigby's Entertainment Complex in the International City is Zumbathon, presented by the Family Advancement Ministries.
Group says you can burn up to 2,000 calories during a 2-hour class. That begins at 9 a.m.
Take it out in the parking lot, probably 4,000 calories. The class will be led by 8 different teachers, and Family Advancement Ministries is asking for a $10 donation for each person, although any amount will be accepted.
Wow, that's a workout. We previewed this one earlier this week, but it's one of the biggest events of the summer, so of course we have to talk about it again.
All right, taking place down in Perry on Sunday, the Independence Parade and Freedom Fireworks. The parade will kick off the festivities at 6 p.m. at the Houston County Library, and World War II veteran Penrose Wolf will serve as the Grand Marshal.
Parade winds its way through Perry, ends up at the Georgia National Fairgrounds, will feature some other hometown heroes, colorful floats, and much more.
Once at the fairgrounds, there will be a picnic-style festival there where you can bring your own food or you can buy some on site. There will also be a fun area for kids and live music by Backwoods Branded.
And of course, at dusk, the best time is had with the Freedom Fireworks.
Ooh. Now, if you want to fill your weekend full of celebrating America, then before you go to Perry, head up to the Rock Ranch on Saturday.
Yeah, the Rock Ranch on Highway 36 hosts its 17th annual Celebrate America event.
Gates will be open at 2 p.m. and tickets will start at $12 per person plus tax.
All right, they got 35 rides and attractions for the whole family, including a petting zoo, pony rides, paddle boats, volleyball, horseshoes, and much more at the ranch, all available with the price of your admission.
There will also be a carousel, some zip lines, and a rock wall, but all of those will come with an extra charge.
You can also head up just for the fireworks, which they call the best show in the state. Just show up after 6. There'll be a charge of $25 per car. And as always, we want to see what you're up to this weekend. Any photos you take can be uploaded to the Your Take tab on our website.
That's right, and they can also be posted to our Facebook page, or you can tweet it to us. Just use the handle at 13WMAZ News, and be sure to use the hashtag Scene 13.
We want to see all you Zumba folks. And you can find out more about a few of these events by finding the Scene 13 story on our website, 13WMAZ.com. And what's up next, Ben?
This is home, straight from the heart, of course, and a look at weather. Come on back.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis has helped push the survival rate for childhood cancer from less than 20% in 1962 to over 80% today.
It's pretty good. Care is provided at no cost to families, and of course, that costs a lot. Now, to help support St. Jude, you can still reserve a ticket for the Dream Home by calling the number you see right there, 1-800-254-5010. The drawing is this Sunday, starting at 11:30 right here on 13 WMAZ, and we'll go until 1:30. So get in there, you still got a chance to get a ticket. All right, quickly, it's going to be hot, 100 degrees thereabouts with a shower or storm every day possible. Right now, it's time to go on to This Is Home, straight from the heart. Andy's next.
Yeah, it's going down. We about to live it up, y'all. Let's go.
It's a big world, and now we're loving this town. It's our turn, so put your hands up. We on the big screen, and everybody's here living out our dreams. Dreams, whoa, yeah, yeah. be scared, take a chance. Come on, give me your hand. It's time to laugh, time to smile. Now let's get up and dance. Come on, everybody, let's live it up. Let it out if you can't get enough. This right here gon' make you jump.